In 2022, KELOLAND Investigates uncovered Sioux Falls residents living in roach and rodent-infested apartments.
Other residents reported ice-covered parking lots and sidewalks, piled up trash, and in some cases, a lack of security.
And we traced those complaints to a Florida company with around 2,000 apartments in the city called the Zadig Management.
Since our reports, the city of Sioux Falls has continued to receive hundreds of complaints about the living conditions.
As KELOLAND's Tom Hansen reports tonight, the complaints from tenants have gone unanswered for years, and now even the mayor says he's had enough.
The Miami-based corporation says it has acquired almost $20 million in property in Sioux Falls. Mayor Paul Tenhaken even met in person with a company representative who assured him the condition and care of the properties would be improved. But according to renters, that hasn't happened.
So these are people that I have been tasked with overseeing and helping them live the best life they can in our community. So when that's not happening, yeah, you take it personally and you get fired up.
According to complaints to the city, not much has changed since we first reported on the problems. This apartment was infested with cockroaches.
They were in our cupboards, all over the floor, the living room, our room, the bathroom. It was just disgusting, and we didn't have anywhere else to go. We were just stuck.
Stuck because they were young and didn't have much credit history. As for what the city can do to improve the conditions, the mayor says they can enforce code violations and issue fines. But he says it's up to the tenants to make the first step.
If people live in a Zadig property, or any property for that matter, and aren't getting things taken care of on their properties, they need to first contact their property owner, their property manager. If nothing happens, then the city gets involved. Within 2 business days, we go out, we check it out, we open a ticket, and we take it from there. So we want people to be sure they're following that process because we want to help.
The Zadig website describes the company as offering a wide range of services and of being in the business of building communities. Ironically, one of the services the Florida-based company offers is reputation management. The mayor wonders if the reputation it's gained in Sioux Falls is known to investors.
So there's the humane side, of just making sure people have clean living spaces. But then on the other side of this, there's, the capitalist in me, and the investor says, hey, there's a lot of people, I'm sure, that are investors in Zadig properties that also need to know how these properties are being run. On a lot of fronts, it's worrisome to me as the mayor. I do get a lot of people reaching out to me on that. I want people to know that there's steps we have to follow. As much as I would like to go in and just with a heavy hand and do things to different property owners, we have to follow these steps. And so the steps are very important that residents follow to make sure we know what issues need correcting.
Tenhaken says they have more meetings planned with Zadig management in hopes of working out some of the issues. Tom Hansen, KELOLAND News.
And the mayor urges residents to call the city's code enforcement office at 605-987-6800 if they feel that their landlord is not responding to the complaints. We reached out to the company, and they told us that they have comprehensive programs to address maintenance issues at their properties, and they will continue to work with the city on an ongoing basis. You can read their full statement with this story on KELOLAND.com.